feel like I'm in some sort of interview situation in my new Eddie cardigan blazer from Friday Pattern Company. I feel possibly the smartest, coolest I have ever felt in my life. I absolutely love this. This is just one of the projects that I have sewn recently, but I'm going to start right back at the very beginning, back in February. I cut the Abbington dress and I started sewing it about a year and a half ago. I think I wasn't sure I was liking how it was going or that it was going to work on me, but I decided to finish it because you never know. Sometimes these things work out. However, having finished it, I am not 100% certain if I like it. So this fabric is absolutely beautiful. It's a fabric godmother viscose jacquard that we had in the SewHayleyJane sewing subscription boxes back in November 2023, which is when I cut out the project. The fabric is absolutely beautiful and I loved the pattern and the versions that I saw on other people. But as I was sewing it up, I don't know, there was just something that was telling me it wasn't going to work. I think it looks okay. So I cut out an 18 at the bust and graded to a 26 at the hips, which is quite a wide difference. And I did that based on my body measurements. But the 18 was still massive up top. The arms are huge. The shoulders come way out. I feel like it needs shoulder pads in. I took the armhole in a bit and I took the sides in a little bit more, which is a bit tricky because of all the shearing that is underneath the bust. And it does look a little bit better. There was just so much fabric that was sort of billowing out in strange places. It just didn't quite look right. I love the overall vibe of the dress. I've not reached for it yet. Could be weather thing because it's been a bit too cold to wear such a lightweight floaty dress. So maybe I'll wear it in the summer. However, yeah, I don't know. There's just something that I'm just not quite loving. Let me know what you think. In the last few months, I have launched Thready Set Go, which is a new online sewing community for sewists all over the world. Part of Thready Set Go is the Pattern Club, which has just launched. We've had our first month and I am so excited about it. So because of the Pattern Club, this is what has spurred me on to do the majority of my sewing the last couple of months. In March, our first pattern was the Cinnamon Daisy Sylvie skirt, a really, really gorgeous panelled circle skirt. It's made from 13 panels and I made not one, not two, but 3 versions and I love them all. I do have my favourite, but I absolutely adore all of them. Part of the Pattern Club is every month I feature a different pattern from an independent pattern designer. We sew up the pattern throughout the month. I've also made video tutorials which will be available on Thready Set Go. And then at the end of the month, so this is the really good bit, at the end of the month, we come together in an exclusive online, I'm pitching it as sort of a chat show with the pattern designer and a couple of other special sewing celebrity guests. And oh my gosh, the first one was so good. So we had Emma from Cinnamon Daisy, we had Harriet from Sew Me Sunshine, and we had Amy, who writes for her blog and Instagram Almond Rock Sews, but she also works for Simplicity Patterns and she was the editor of Love Sewing magazine a few years ago. So we had them in and I interviewed them all. Everyone shared off their Sylvie skirts that they'd made. And then I invited my audience members to ask questions. And then we went into little breakout groups for sort of half an hour of sewing chat. And the sewing celebrity guests went into the different breakout rooms as well. So it was so good. I was absolutely buzzing at the end of it. It took me quite a while to calm down in order to go to sleep. But the Sylvie skirt was such a hit. It was beautiful. So I made 3. The first one was sort of my test version, my sample version, and I made it in a beautiful viscose crepe that I picked up at the Rainbow Fabrics stall at the Stitch Festival last year, 2024. It's a gorgeous pale green crepe with sort of a dark green, almost leopard print, splodgy print, and it's so beautiful. I made this as the midi version, so it's perfect for summer. For me, I am a shorter skirts with leggings and boots in the winter, longer skirts with bare legs in the summer kind of a girl. Then for the version that I did my video tutorials on, I used a Lady McElroy viscose that was in the SewHayleyJane luxury boxes in February as well. This one is my favourite. I absolutely love how it turned out. I did the shorter version, but I lengthened it by a couple of inches just to get it just above the knee for me, and it is perfect with tights or leggings and boots. It's also got slash pockets at the sides and a tie that you can do up at the front or back for like a statement bow, and an invisible zip. So it was a really simple design, but with lots of little features that just sort of elevate it and give you something to practice your sewing skills. I think I've said this a few times, absolutely love it. I made the straight size M, so because it's a circle skirt, there's a lot of space in the hip. So I made it to fit my waist measurement, and then it just floats out from there. It is the ultimate twirly skirt. Oh, it's beautiful. The third version I made was with a fabric godmother seersucker called Rowan in dark blue and black. This again was a luxury fabric in the March SewHayleyJane boxes. So I made this one for the magazine that accompanies the SewHayleyJane boxes. And I really, really love it, and I will wear it lots, probably more autumn and winter than spring or summer. However, I think maybe because the fabric has a little bit more structure than the viscose, or perhaps I cut the elastic in the back a little bit too short, it feels a little bit tighter than the other versions. I think I must have cut the elastic a bit too short because it's a bit of a... It fits, it just feels a little bit squeezy and a little bit uncomfortable, and for some reason elasticated skirts like to ride up right under my bust, so I have to keep wiggling it down a little bit. I would absolutely make more in different fabrics. I love the idea of making a real 50s inspired version in a cotton poplin with a really fun print, and then you could make a separate top that you could tuck in and make it look like a 50s style dress. I think that would be so much fun. And you can even get one of those petticoats that go underneath to frill it out. Absolutely gorgeous. If ever I'm going to a 50s inspired fancy dress party, that is the pattern that I will be using. For April's Pattern Club then, we have the Eddie cardigan blazer from Friday Pattern Company, and I think this is quite possibly the coolest thing I have ever made. I look like I'm going to flash myself here. It is a fully lined blazer. Oh my god, it's so cool. So this version is made with the Ace leopard print denim from Fabric Godmother, and it's lined in a viscose challis from Lady McElroy. And yeah, I am absolutely head over heels in love. I've made two versions. The first one I made was sort of my practice one, but it turned out so perfectly. So, I mean, it's more than just a wearable toile. It is perfect. And that was with a Lady McElroy cotton twill called Cobra Corsage. So it's a little bit lighter weight than the denim. The denim is a little bit heavier weight, but still perfect for spring or summer evenings. I do very much feel like I am, off to work in the office or to an interview, but it is still kind of casual because it's collarless. So there's no collar. It's not super, super tailored, but it's got some darts in the front and back to give it a little bit of shaping. It's also got a vent at the back. So that is a particularly snazzy little feature. I graded from an XXL under the bust to a 2X at the hips, and it fits absolutely perfectly. The only difference between my black twill version and this version, this was the second one I did, and I did a slight narrow shoulder adjustment. The black one just is a little bit too wide on my shoulders. This one feels much better. Obviously it's a jacket, so it's got to fit over your other garments, so it's got to be a little bit bigger, but that just feels just a little bit better. So if you like the look of the Eddie cardigan blazer and want to give it a go, you can join in on Thready Set Go. There is a really lovely discount code from Chelsea, who will be joining me on Tuesday the 29th of April in our exclusive virtual chat show, along with Paige Joanna, who works with Friday Pattern Company. She also is a content creator, and she has just launched her own business called Podgkins, which sells the cutest doll sewing patterns. They are absolutely adorable. I have a few video tutorials that will be going up on Thready Set Go as well to help you with some of the trickier steps. And then, yeah, on the 29th of April, we can all come together, chat with Chelsea and Paige, have a little bit of a sewing chit chat, and show off our amazing Eddie cardigan blazers and how cool we all feel in them. I can't reveal too much just now, but I have just booked in the next 2 pattern companies for May and June. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be fangirling all over the place. The first one, May, is a woven top that is perfect for beginners. And the second one in June is a slightly more in-depth pair of trousers. So I cannot wait to get started on those. I have my fabrics and patterns that I'm about to start sewing up my samples for before I do my video tutorials. So yeah, there's lots coming up on Thready Set Go. Head on over and join for free and get access to the forum. Or if you like the sound of the Pattern Club, you can join the community membership, which is just £5 a month. And you then get to join in on all the other sewing socials. I host 2 a week, and we get together, lovely group of sewists, and we sew and we chat and we drink tea and coffee. And it's just a really nice time to dedicate to your sewing. Or you can join the Plus membership, which gives you the video tutorials as well, and that is just £9 a month. So loads to have a look at over there. Thank you so much everyone for watching, and I'll see you all really soon. Bye.